When I was young, I had an affair. A kind of friend.
Today we're counting down the 10 best love triangle movies you can watch right now on Netflix. No fluff, just the most emotional, dramatic, and addictive triangle stories streaming at this moment. At number 1. Past Lives 2023. This movie follows Nora, a Korean-born playwright living in New York, whose long-settled life with her husband, Arthur, is suddenly interrupted when Sung, her childhood best friend and maybe her first love, reaches out after many years apart. What starts as a casual reconnection slowly becomes an emotional awakening for everyone involved. The story beautifully examines that quiet, lingering feeling of what if. Nora stands between two versions of herself. The person she has worked so hard to become in America and the person she might have been if she'd stayed in Korea with Hae. Arthur feels the tension too, watching his wife navigate a past he can never fully understand. Number 2. Challengers 2024. This movie follows Tashi, played by Zendaya, a fierce tennis prodigy turned coach whose life spirals into a tense love triangle involving her ex-boyfriend Patrick and her husband Art. The three of them have been connected emotionally and competitively since their teenage years, and that tension never really disappears. The story jumps between timelines, giving us a slow reveal of how obsession, ambition, and romance wrap these three together. Every match on the court mirrors their Messier fights off the court, jealousy disguised as motivation, love twisted into rivalry, and loyalty blurred by ego. The chemistry, the rivalry, the emotional explosions, everything feels like a high-stakes final match. At number 3, It Ends With Us 2024. This movie follows Lily, a woman who falls deeply in love with Ryle, a charming and confident neurosurgeon. Their relationship is intense and passionate until it becomes complicated and painful. And just when her world begins to crack, her first love, Atlas, suddenly reappears. The story isn't just a typical love triangle, it's an emotional journey through healing, generational trauma, and the courage it takes to break harmful cycles. As Lily confronts Ryle's increasingly destructive behavior, Atlas symbolizes a different kind of love, steady, safe, and rooted in shared history. Number 4. Materialists 2025. This movie follows a high-end matchmaker in New York, played by Dakota Johnson, who makes a living helping other people find their perfect relationships. But her own love life is thrown into chaos when she bumps into her ex, just as a very wealthy new client enters the picture. The story blends sharp humor with a modern look at romance, privilege, and emotional comfort. Chris Evans plays the familiar ex who knows her heart almost too well, while Pedro Pascal steps in as the charismatic, financially powerful new man who challenges everything she thought she wanted. What follows is a stylish, complicated romantic tug-of-war that questions whether love should be built on chemistry, stability, or convenience. At number 5. The Summer We Lived 2020. This movie follows a journalist investigating a mysterious love story that unfolded decades earlier. She uncovers a passionate triangle involving an architect, his young fiancée, and the woman who unexpectedly captured his heart back in 1958. The story switches between 1958 and 1998, slowly peeling back secrets long buried under time and memory. The triangle at the center isn't just about romance, it's about duty, freedom, and the way one impossible choice can echo across generations. As the journalist gets deeper into the story, she not only uncovers the truth but begins confronting her own life and relationships. Number 6. Before I Fall 2017. This movie follows Samantha, a high school senior who, after a fatal accident, finds herself stuck reliving the same day again and again. The story isn't a typical love triangle, but it's full of shifting emotional dynamics and romantic tension as Samantha reevaluates the people in her life. Each repeated day forces her to look deeper at her relationships, her choices, and her impact on others. It blends teen romance with existential mystery, creating a story that's more about emotional awakening than choosing between two people, but the romantic threads are definitely strong enough to earn it a spot on this list. At number 7, All Together Now 2020. This movie follows Amber, a talented but deeply burdened teenager trying to juggle school, friendships, and an almost overwhelming personal struggle. The story isn't a traditional triangle, but it's rich with themes of past connections, lost love, and finding emotional support in unexpected places. Amber's journey is about learning when to open up and when to let others help her. The romantic side of the movie quietly weaves into her bigger emotional arc, making it a heartfelt bonus pick for anyone who enjoys soft, healing-focused dramas. Number 8. Me Before You, 2016. This movie follows Louisa, an upbeat and uniquely charming young woman who becomes the caregiver for Will, a man whose life changed dramatically after a tragic accident. Meanwhile, she's still in a long-term relationship with her boyfriend, Sam. The story slowly builds a deep, complicated connection between Louisa and Will, one that pushes her emotionally and challenges her idea of what the future could look like. But Sam's presence creates the classic tension, loyalty versus newfound love. The emotional stakes are high, the romance is magnetic, and the ending is, well, grab tissues. At number 9, The Idea of You, 2024. This movie follows Soline, a 40-year-old art gallery owner and single mom who unexpectedly sparks a romantic connection with Hayes, a 24-year-old boy band superstar. The story doesn't lean heavily into a traditional triangle, but it does navigate age gap tension, public scrutiny, and the emotional push and pull of wanting someone you're told you shouldn't want. Soline battles pressure from her past, her responsibilities as a mom, and the intense spotlight that comes with dating a celebrity. The chemistry is undeniable, and the emotional conflict is subtle but powerful. And that wraps up our list of modern love triangle movies, filled with heartbreak, nostalgia, and just the right amount of chaos. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, drop a comment telling me your favorite messy movie romance, and don't forget to subscribe for more top lists and commentary just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.